Welcome back to the Crypto Report. I'm Blacksea, and I have another video for you guys. Today is a good day. It is a nice green day. I want to talk about Crypto.com Crocoin being up 20% on the day. Talk about some other altcoins like Solana also being up about 19% on the day. Massive moves. And Bitcoin is starting to make a run up right now. So without further ado, let's hop in this video. Bam! I mean, just look at that screen, guys. Look at that. Look at this dark green. Look at this dark green. I mean, look at that. Up almost 20% on the day. Crocoin breaking above 10 cents. Solana playing with $65. Bitcoin, just in the past hour or so, has started to make these big moves up about 5.78% on the day, trying to maintain above that $37,000 price level. Guys, if we can stay above that $37,000 price level, I think we have another push up to the upside. I think that we can maybe even touch and play around with that $40,000 price target of Bitcoin, which will bring the entire market up with it significantly. Significantly. People are starting to feel a little bit more comfortable with deploying capital into risk-on assets like cryptocurrency. Right now, we're seeing CPI, the inflation data, coming down more than expected. It's very bullish. You're seeing the stock market rip pretty hard right now. You're seeing the S&P 500 moving up. You're seeing some people feel a little bit more comfortable deploying capital into the market. Right on time, guys, right on time. You know, I've been talking about how in 2021 there was $2.1 trillion in American savings. And in 2023, July 2023, 2 years later, there was only $168 billion in American savings, projected to be in October that nobody would have money left in their savings accounts. Very, very interesting. And I predicted that what would max pain be? We come down, nobody's able to buy because they don't have any money, and then the institutions start buying it up. We start making some big moves, and nobody has money to layer in. Look what's happening. Look what's happening right now, guys. Very, very intriguing stuff. Next thing you know, Bitcoin moves from 25,000 to 37,000, and now we're starting to see some of these altcoins run. Very, very interesting time. Do I think it's going to continue? I think we have another leg up here. Do I think that we need to consolidate for a little while? Yes, I do, and I'm going to talk about that right now. So over on Bitcoin, we are above $37,000. But the important level I want you to look at here is this yellow line at 32,700. As long as we're above 32,700, 32,500 even, it's bullish. It's bullish. That's kind of the last stand in my mind for this continuation, for the short-term continuation. I was talking about in the previous videos how in the short-term time frame, it looked a little bit bearish, that we needed to cool off, and we did. We sold off. A lot of altcoins came down 20%, and now we're consolidating. And guess what? The gains got fed right back into it. The short term, I was saying we needed a little bit of a pullback, and the higher term time frames are saying we have much more room to go. And that's exactly what we're seeing right now. But guys, the important level to look at here, 32,700. As long as we're above that in the midterm, bullish continuation. Bullish continuation. I am targeting about the low 40,000s. I think that's an appropriate level to be looking at, especially if we get this other leg up from this move. Guys, if we get this other leg up from this move, it's going to create some serious euphoria and FOMO in the market, some disbelief. You're going to see a lot of changing emotions, so be prepared for that, guys, because if we get in the 40,000s, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be FOMOing and a lot of people that are going to be fearing that they're going to miss out, even though they really should have been watching the crypto report for the past 8 months and have been buying in this channel that we've been talking about accumulating in, and that this was the year of accumulation. And now we're starting to basically front run into this Bitcoin halving. We're starting to see these moves to the upside. Guys, Crocoin. Wow. Look at this little fake out. This is very interesting. You would get this breakout, and Crocoin wants to go, it wants to go, and then wham, comes back down. It was a fake out, and now, bam, we're back above it. Like I said, I mean, in the short term, we needed a pullback. We got it, And now we're back almost to where we left off at this local top over here. Very intriguing stuff, guys. Very, very intriguing stuff. It's very nice to see us getting these 4-hourly candles above the 10 cents. What we want to see is a break above this on the daily. If we get a break above this on the daily, we're going to break above that previous local top at about almost 12.5 cents, but really it's like 12.32. It's close to 12.5 cents. But if we get these daily candle closes above this, look for a breakout above that 12.32, 12.5 cents. Very, very awesome. Very, very cool. But something that you really need to pay attention to is what Bitcoin's doing right now. And Bitcoin right now is starting to break out. It's making up for its move to the downside. Guys, the volatility has come back to the crypto space. It's very important. That is a very important signal to notice. The volatility is coming back. Be prepared to see moves to the upside with swift moves to the downside. But you know what? The volatility's back. Those dips are for buying, guys. Those dips are for buying. They're not for selling like in the bear market where you get this rip to the upside and then it sells off. A little rip, then a sell off. No, no, no. Now we're getting continuation, guys. Continuation. I would go to say that we're starting to get a reversal. It is definitely reversal territory from the overall macro trend. We're starting to make our way to the upside. Pay attention, guys. Pay attention. There's money to be made. There's money coming right now, right around this corner. The Bitcoin halving in about 150 days as well. Very pivotal. A very, very pivotal moment that we need to pay attention to, because I do think that this is somewhat front-running this move. But I will also say we were due for this move. We were due for this move to the upside, and that's exactly what's happening. I mean, when we need to zoom out here, kind of get a better picture of where we're at. This purple box back here, 370 days before we bottomed out from in 2017 to the bottom of that cycle in 2018. It was about 370 days of a downward price action before we started to really make the moves back up into the year of accumulation. And in this cycle, we had a little bit longer, 375 days before we bottomed out. Guys, we were due for this. We had a recovery in the previous cycle much quicker. The volatility came back much faster. People wanted to be exposed to Bitcoin. And over here, where we're at right now, in this year of the accumulation right here, it was a much more steady of an increase because people were so uncertain. The macroeconomics of the world still look a little bleak. But we're seeing the inflation come down, hypothetically. That's what they want you to think, and they want you to know that. But the inflation is coming down a little bit. So they say. And people are feeling bullish about that. There was a lot of money on the sidelines, but there's also a lot of money that people don't have. I would argue to say that this is not the majority of retail investors, that this is institutional buying, especially back here, leading into that move. But don't get me wrong, when I say that Americans' savings accounts, they don't have any money, obviously, guys, there's people that still have money. Obviously, there is. But when I'm talking about retail investors, I'm talking about the average American. The guy that makes $30,000 a year. That guy that's living paycheck to paycheck, that's just trying to survive. That's the majority. And those players can't access investing into Bitcoin right now. But back here, they could. You know why? Because of the helicopter money, the stimulus, all the money that was getting printed. But right now, it's arguably to say that we're starting to finally go into deflation. What comes after deflation, guys? You guessed it. Money printing. Money printing to project us into the next Bitcoin hype cycle. Very intriguing stuff. And guys, I'm not going to say that we're just going to go straight up from here. It's just not how that works. But I do think that we have a high likelihood of another leg up here to, not that high, but to about the low 40,000s. That's where I'm looking at, which is still very significant. You're going to see altcoins make huge moves if we do reach that. I'm not saying we're going to go straight up. I think that this is still the year of accumulation. This rally is a little premature if you want to call it a halving rally, but it's not premature when you look at it to the previous cycle, getting a bounce off the bottom. But the volatility is getting a little bit thinner compared to the previous cycles. And that's just because, well, there's more money. There's more money involved. The more money that's involved, the more money it takes to create large, volatile price swings. Something else to keep in mind, though, the order books are thin. You deploy capital now into Bitcoin, it will move quicker. The price will move quicker than previously in the previous cycles where the order books had significant amount of Bitcoin on it. There's all these games that are being played that you need to think about. That being said, what's the easiest thing to do and the most profitable thing to do right now? Probably dollar cost average into the positions that you believe in and the altcoins that you can't live without in this next bull market. What I'm personally doing, I put my money where my mouth is. I've been accumulating Bitcoin and Ethereum since, well, honestly, since this entire downtrend. All the way here, I've been buying Bitcoin and Ethereum on a weekly basis. And whenever there's a dip, I would buy more. But and down here is when I started playing around with NFTs, started accumulating some altcoins that I thought was a opportunity to, just in case, just in case if they start to really bounce. I bought $8 Solana. I bought $1,000 Ethereum. And I still accumulate. I am starting to look at altcoins now, though, especially if we make this move up to 40,000. The real question is, though, if we reach this $40,000, low $40,000 price target, maybe 42K, around there, and the altcoins rally, they 2x, 3x from this point where we're at right now, and then we come down, to, say, 30,000 or 25,000. Will the altcoins remain their gains? Will they retain them? That will be the true question. That will be the very true question. I would say we're getting at that pivotal point where some will, yes, retain their gains, and some will definitely not retain their gains. But as we get past this halving and we get into a true FOMO and hype cycle, when you're starting to trade those altcoins and Bitcoin makes a little bit of a sell-off, the altcoins really will start to outperform Bitcoin. Altcoins tend to outperform Bitcoin in the bull market. That's just how it goes. But in the year of accumulation, that's when we saw Bitcoin dominance rising significantly, stealing the show, almost getting to 60%. Bitcoin outperforms the altcoins. It's just cycles, guys. It's just cycles. If you like this type of content, please like this video, subscribe to the channel right now. Pat yourself on the back if you've been accumulating Crow coin because you have a very nice 20% increase on your portfolio today. Very awesome to see. Please go follow me on Twitter at 333Blacksea. I'm going to be doing a giveaway today on it, so keep your eyes open for that. Also, please consider becoming a member on the channel. Go below this video or to our homepage. Click the join button. You get access to our private Discord where we have NFT Alpha, trade signals, more of a one-on-one community with Crypto Kip and I, as well as when we reach 100 members on the channel. We are giving away $500 worth of Bitcoin to a different member every single month. Also, feel free to check out the description box below. We have some awesome referral links. $4,100 sign-up bonus with Femex, $8,000 sign-up bonus with BitGet. Femex is a little bit more friendly to U.S. citizens, so feel free to check that out if you are. That's all I got for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.